Welcome to tonight's Scrums Reviews, and today we are looking at Transformers Studio Series 86 Mixmaster, the final of my Constructicons. And after the utter travesty that Scavenger was, like, this one is, oh my god, he is one of the best out of all these figures. He looks so close to the original G1 show model. Minor differences. Could use a little bit more decoration in the chest. Toy Hacks will take care of that. Head sculpt is right on. The wheels weren't visible, and there was a bicep wheel and a forearm wheel. Well, the outline of them, but you couldn't see the wheels. It's like the wheels flipped around or something. I don't know. But for the limitations of how engineering needs to work, I think this is fine. G1 models had both the show models had both the green and purple barrel. I like the purple better just because it breaks up the color more. I'm looking at you, Bone Crusher. And the only other major difference is, like, for the G1, it was like this was like the bottom of the foot. With the black magic that they pulled off with this foot mode, I'm perfectly happy with it like this. Like, he's just amazing. Head is on a ball joint. Can move around, but if you got fat fingers like me, getting in there and manipulating it is not that easy. Arms to a full 360. They can go out with some cheating. 90 degrees. Bicep swivel with a nice double mushroom peg. Elbows go 90 degrees. No wrist articulation. No waist articulation. But as you saw in the thumbnail, just like Scavenger, he can play I'm a Little Teapot. I was kind of hoping that his tilt would be the opposite of Scavenger's, so I could have him do the fusion dance for the thumbnail, but alas, they both lean the same way in robot mode because they orientate differently in combined mode. His combined mode is just him turned backwards. Scrapper's combined mode is him standing on his head, so with that, they do tilt towards each other, but robot mode ends up with them just tilting the same way. So they just play I'm a Little Teapot together. Forward 90 degrees, back 90 degrees, over 90 degree split. He goes back 90 degrees, forward 90 degrees for transformation. Got ankle tilt, no real rocker though. So let's see how the team all looks together. Scrapper and Bone Crusher both have their Toy Hacks labels. I'm waiting to get all the rest of them. We can just leave him off to this. No, I'll put him in there because they are a team, even though he is the weak link of all of them on all of this group. All right. they all look great together. They're all cohesive. Even like in this group shot, Scavenger doesn't look as bad. He still looks like crap, but not as bad. Um, Hopefully, once the toy hacks go on him, he's gonna look even slightly better. I don't know how we could ever say it looks good, but slightly better. Um, yeah. So let's get him into his vehicle mode. This does have a few things on here that I like that I wish would have been employed with some of the others, like this panel right here to get rid of the visible head syndrome. Like, it's molded to look like the undercarriage of a truck, which is great. It would have been nice if this was able to spin, but with everything it has to do, I'm okay with that, with it not spinning. Fairly simple transformation as far as everything goes. I always have a little bit trouble getting the legs all lined up properly. I always do it backwards. Just because in my mind they should fold the other way. But once I look at it in transformation, I see what I'm doing wrong, and then I'm able to fix it. Just there we go. Little tabs on this piece or in here going into that piece didn't want to line up, and just kind of have to wiggle it around until it does. Just because of the placement of it all. And there is your vehicle mode. Rolls really nicely, pinned wheels rather than tabbed. Weapon storage can go either side on the arm. I like right here. If you want, you can put it in the front. There's going to be a bumper there once my DNA kit gets in. Now let's look at him with his other Constructicon buddies. And here he is with the rest of the Constructicon crew, and this looks even better than robot mode, in my opinion. They all just flow really well. Yeah, there are compromises. Devastator's head poking out here. Long haul dump bed being unusable. But as a whole, they look really good together. This looks like I would expect to see all these vehicles on a construction site. So yeah, here are all of the vehicles. All right, real quick, I just want to address the combination mode, because this is just really cool in my opinion. Normally, this whole cab would flip up and you either have a big void space here, or the top would be very, like, it's got a little bit of compromise, but not much. But yeah, whoever thought of doing this for combined mode, Hasbro, Takara, give them a raise. Like this is black magic engineering. Whenever I say, you know, the engineering is like black magic, like this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's like, what? You were like, and it gets the look that you want. Like, it gets the look that you want. It gets, like, it takes off all the boxes, and it just, like, everything works so well. And yeah, it's literally just a panel hinging around. That is just so cool. All right, so this has been Nice Scrim Reviews. I had this pre-ordered on Hasbro Pulse, but just walked into Walmart the other day. I think I needed like paper towels or something, and whenever I go into Walmart or Target or like any store that has a toy department, I go to the toy department just to see, because sometimes I find gold. And this time I found both him and Alphatron. I couldn't get both right then. I had Alphatron on pre-order, so I said, okay, having Mixmaster is more important to me right now, because I want to get this combiner set done. And these are my first Constructicons. I'm absolutely loving them, except for some of them. So yeah, he is out, available. Canceled my pre-order right then. Walked out with him, and I've been loving him ever since. I cannot, like, of the Constructicons that, you know, I'd be willing to have separately, him, absolutely. Scrapper, if you can get long haul separate from Hook, actually everyone but the Armbots, are really good figures all on their own. The Armbots are both, like, have issues. I definitely have more issues with Scavenger than Bone Crusher, but other people disagree with me, then that's fine. But Mixmaster is, like, definitely one of the best out of the group. So even if you're not going to get the whole group and you have a chance to get him. He is definitely worth it. So yeah, this is Night Scream signing out.